Okay, I need to stop that. I'm gonna put my phone on vibrate, but then I'll be forgetting it's on vibrate, so it just be too much. Crap, I forgot what I entitled this when I think forgiveness is freedom. Ooh, I hope that's the title, and I'm gonna do this whole segment on forgiveness. But I like to, cause I got a bunch of good topics, right? And I guess I just kind of like go off how I'm feeling or what I could just really vibe on about, right? And that's what it is. And lately it's been forgiveness, right? And I struggle with forgiveness. Yes, I do. I struggle with forgiveness sometimes because you know what? Sometimes I feel like, why continue to forgive somebody for doing something that they are very well aware of what they're doing, right? Why do I have to keep forgetting you? Why? Well, you just gonna keep doing it. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on. I gotta do this side because I be want my head to be uneven. I entitled this one "Forgiveness is Freedom," right? Because when we hold on to stuff, that's kind of like putting ourselves in our own personal mental prison, right? Like, would you literally walk up to the penitentiary and be like, lock me up, right? Would you? I wouldn't. I don't know about y'all. I wouldn't. So that's just that. Even if I did it, I'm not doing that. That's just that. But this is the thing. When we are, hey James, how are you? It's been a long time. So I'm talking about being forgiving. And that's not easy, right? It's absolutely not the easiest thing to do. It's not easy to be like, oh, you hurt me, or you said something that hurt my feelings, or you did something off the chain, and but I forgive you. I forgive you from stealing from me. I forgive you for lying to me. I forgive you for breaking my heart. I forgive you for being the whatever it is that you are, right? That is hard. It's not impossible. It's just challenging. All of those little things that I listed, right? There are bigger things that people have been forgiving of, right? Molestation, rape, abandonment, neglect. You know what I'm saying? Like, the list goes on and on. Infidelity, and of all these things, murder. Come on, of all these things that humans have done to other humans, there's always room for forgiveness, right? Again, I'll be crystal clear on this. It's not easy. It's not the easiest thing to do. You just don't wake up and be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to forgive you. Listen, I'm not petty. Okay, maybe a little bit. Yeah, I am. But like when my son talk back, it takes me 2-3 days to be like, you know what? I forgive you. Right? Because sometimes we're just not fair. But this is the most important part, right? When we are being forgiving of people's and their transgressions against us, that frees us, right? When I'm able to forgive my son for the disrespect and the back talking, okay, now I get to enjoy being in his company. Sometimes I don't want to be, but it is, right? When I forgive a friend or a so-called friend for lying to me, I am now no longer walking around in the back of my mind like, this lying son of a, you know what I'm saying? Now I get to forgive you, understand that you're a liar, but I get to be free now. I get to move forward and just understand that this is who you are, right? Even when people steal from you. Of course that's not right. No, you don't get to take my things and act like, oh, it's okay. But I got two options in this right? I get to continue to go on looking at you upside your head like you the biggest thief and I can't trust you and I will not trust you and have this and hey girl. Or I get to forgive you, right? Deal with you accordingly and hey, move forward. There have been so many things that I have personally been holding on to, and I ain't just talking about like since I've been in recovery stuff. I'm talking about childhood trauma stuff, right? And only through therapy that I was able to get to a point of forgiving people for the things that they've done to me, right? Some things we don't ask for. Some things we don't put ourselves in position. Some things we do not absolutely deserve, right? And that's the hard part, you know, being a child or being a teenager and having things happen to you, right? Or, you know, being a faithful partner and being cheated on, right? Or being the best mother that you can possibly be and still have disrespectful, ungrateful children, right? Like, these are things we deal with. And when I say we, I just mean people, period. White, black, man, woman, straight, gay, whatever. We all deal with these types of things in life because that's just what life throws us. What I truly believe is, it's not what happens to us that makes the difference. It's how we respond to it. We always have a choice, right? We can be bitter and hateful and hold grudge, and every time I see you, I can feel some type of way on the inside, burning my energy, making my heart beat fast. Or I can understand that this is who you are, that there's absolutely nothing that I can do about the person that you are, but what I do have control over is how I move forward. Now, even the Bible says, like, oh, you forgive them 7 times 7, 7 times 77. You just keep forgiving, right? And I'm like, what? 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 Why? Like, listen, if I know you a thief and you done stole from me before, okay, the first time I set my purse around you and you hit me, right? It's going to take me personally a while to even be around you because I know you got sticky fingers. But what I do the next time I'm around you, if I decide to come around you, is I know not to set my purse down. I know not to have things around you that I don't want to come up missing. I know from experience not to invite you to my home.